by completing the square. So I've got an example pulled up here of x squared plus 2x minus 24. To complete the square, the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take this constant term and you're going to want to move it to the opposite side of your equal sign. Okay? So I'll basically add it to both sides. So I'll end up with a positive 24 on the other side. So I'll have x squared plus 2x. Now notice I leave some space. So leave space here, equals a positive 24. Okay? Now I'm ready to basically complete the square. I'll take my middle term, which is 2, and I'm going to divide it by 2. So figure out what half of that is, and that's 1. Now I'm going to square this number. No matter what that is, I square it, and I end up with 1 again. So now I'm ready to add 1 to both sides. Okay, what I've just created here, and let me underline this in blue, what I've just created right here is called a perfect square trinomial. It factors very simply and very easily. All I have to do is do x, whatever this sign is I bring down, so plus, and then whatever half of this was, so over here, remember that's 1. So I'm going to do x plus 1, and I'm going to square that. That's how easily that factors. You need to put no more effort into it than that. The whole point of this method is basically to make that simple. Over here I'll add 24, and I actually made a mistake. This shouldn't be a 5. This should have been a 1. Okay, so I'll take 24 plus 1, and I'll get 25. Now I'm going to take the square root of both sides. And whenever you take the square root of something squared, you just get the quantity inside. So I'm just going to get x plus 1. 25 is a perfect square, luckily for me. Square root of that is 25, but notice I'm going to put plus and minus 5. We have to consider the positive and negative case here since we're solving the quadratic. I'm going to pull the positive 1 over, basically subtract it from the other side. So I'll get x equals, notice I'm going to put my negative 1 first, plus minus 5. Now this branches off into 2 solutions. Over here I'm going to get x equals negative 1 plus 5. And over here I'm going to get x equals negative 1 minus 5. Working both of these out, negative 1 plus 5 is 4, so I get 4. Over here, negative 1 minus 5 is negative 6, so I get negative 6. So that tells me the 2 solutions to this quadratic equation are x equals negative 6 and 4.